Hello, this is a general message for the Aquarius Pisces Collective. All placements, if you have 11th and 12th house placements, you're welcome to hear this message. See if it resonates. It is a timeless message. It's for general guidance of whenever it finds you, okay? So, tapping into the Aquarius Pisces Collective, I did, by the way, hear toxic stratosphere right before I started this message. I didn't know what that meant. I don't really know what stratosphere means or a lot about it, except that it is the layer between the earth and the sun is what it said when I looked it up. So something about that. I split the deck on cut the cords and not for you. So you may be severing ties from a person, place, or a situation. Okay. What does the Aquarius Pisces need to know? Thank you. We have creation, soul expression, and something new is the very first card out. And she's watering these daisies, which is a symbol of innocence. And with the creation card being 737, 7 plus 3 is 10, completion for some situation again. And we have Field of Dreams on the bottom of the deck here, feeling again this ending that's leading into something new, nourishing something with from birth, something with a lot of innocence here. Toxic stratosphere is like so mysterious to me. Okay, let's not get off track. Aquarius Pisces Collective, please. Okay, so we have To the Sea showing up here, number 7. I'm hearing that song Good Hurt by Chapel Roan. Okay, so you guys could check out that song. See if it has any messages for you. Aquarius Pisces. Alright, so we also have a cycle. Transformation came out, number 5. She's on a bridge. So there's something here about the ocean, the bridges. There's clouds in the background. I was channeling a message about clouds earlier on my other channel if you guys want to check that out. But this is a period of transformation. And you know what? If you notice in the background, she has like this dome. I wish that the camera could show a better angle, but do you guys see that dome over the end of this bridge? I don't know what you would call that. It kind of reminds me of the globe at like Disney World, is it? Okay, so we have Teaching and Learning also came out, number 57. So we have number 37, number 57, and number 5. Okay, and then the next thing that came out is Karmic Completion, number 10, again. And then we have Round and Round, number 25, which equals into a 7. And so I feel like this is a spiritual connection. Remember we had cutting the ties. A spiritual connection that came to a completion. A karmic connection that came to a completion, so that whatever lesson it was that you needed to learn here, it has been achieved and is being laid to rest. Yes, we have yes here. Okay. So I'm going to pull some tarot to get some clarity on these oracle cards that we have here. Clarifying creation, please. Can I get some clarity on this creation card? This person who is gardening, you could be starting a new hobby, by the way. She looks really excited about it. She looks really happy. There's a lot of yellow here, tapping into joy. Okay. I feel like this is going to be really empowering for you. I feel like this creation is being birthed from an ending, something significant that took place here. And with the symbolism of good hurt coming through with this bathtub, I feel like this was a toxic connection that you had, something that was really detrimental to your symbolic ozone layer. It's like the chemicals that are breaking down our ozone layer. To our detriment, right? We hear about that all the time. I feel like this karmic completion was something that was detrimental to your stratosphere, whatever that means. I don't really know what I'm channeling. It's just a message that's coming through here. You guys have 3 sevens here. Technically 57 doesn't equal a 7, but I'm feeling like we have 2 of cups in reverse just came out. I'm feeling like this is a spiritually led ending. God has been talking to you about this connection for a really long time. You've been getting a lot of signs. Clarifying this energy here. We have the Strength card, the Page of Pentacles, and the High Priestess in reverse. Oh, I'm sorry. Behind the Page of Pentacles, there's the Sun. Okay, so the Sun was hidden behind this Page of Pentacles. So the Sun was hidden behind this Page of Pentacles, which when I look at the Page of Pentacles, it could be the start of a new financial project or hobby. It could be the start of a new health regiment or routine. But I heard stratosphere again. Why is Spirit saying that? But I'm feeling like because you have celestial energy here with the 2 of cups, the moon energy behind these levers here, and that's what came to the end. It could be something about the moon, the stars, and the sun in the sky. That could be something significant to somebody. I heard hidden opportunity, and so I think that this is asking us to acknowledge the strength in this hidden opportunity. With the High Priestess in reverse, this is not something that you've been able to see just yet. Bottom of the deck, 8 of the cups. 8 of the cups. 8 of cups, but again with that moon energy here. So something is hidden. Can I have clarity, please, on the 2 of the Sea card? Thank you. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands. Thank you. And the Devil. So this is some kind of toxic message or some kind of toxic communication between you and somebody else. 9 of Pentacles. It did come out in the reverse, actually. So this could be a stagnancy between the 2 of you, or somebody who's delayed your progress significantly. Somebody who interfered with your destiny, because we do have this little arrow of direction here. I don't know what you would call that. It's something that is pushed by the wind. It's directed by the wind. 2 of Swords. Somebody wanted to have significant influence over your decisions, and this is somebody who is toxic to your well-being. Somebody that wanted to keep you oppressed with this decision-making influence. And Spirit is stepping in and saying, enough. It's time to restore balance to this karmic cycle here. Can I get clarity on the transformation card? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. You're starting to establish boundaries. You're starting to stand up for yourself. You're starting to see how capable and intelligent and, you know, empowered you are. Because again, I'm picking up that this hobby, this skill, whatever this is, it's in the beginning stage now. It's in a cycle of birth, right? Because we have children here. But it's going to grow. It's going to build into something that you're going to be extremely proud of. It's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And it's coming out of this ending, this connection of this karmic soul tie. Those are the words that Spirit's using here. Ooh, okay, so we have the 10 of Swords in reverse, which is the most painful card in the deck. 7 of Cups in reverse. This is talking about being confused. I'm also picking up on a bit of gaslighting here. And there's the King of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Very selfish, very greedy, very all about this person's self, right? This is somebody who may have sabotaged you in a financial or physically health-based way, or a physical way, in the most darkest aspects. This could be somebody who Just very toxic, very, very toxic with this devil energy. Yeah, we have 7 of Swords on the bottom of the deck in reverse also. These are energies that you're moving away from, that you're pulling away from. We have the Hanged Man and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this person was trying to keep you trapped in certain communities, to tie up your resources in some way, to keep you stuck in a place that you didn't want to be in. With teaching and learning, this is a cycle that you really had to come into contact with. It wasn't something that you could have avoided. So Spirit is wanting for you to have compassion and to lay that guilt to rest, because I'm picking up on, underneath the 7 of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so I'm picking up on, you keep replaying this cycle of how you could have avoided this treachery, this manipulation, this karmic cycle here, because I keep hearing somebody say, I knew better, I should have known better. But this is a lesson about your emotions, because we have the King of Cups here, the Moon, okay, showing up. And then underneath that, we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, Page of Swords in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. Again, I'm just really feeling that this is confirmation that your partner was not an equal match for you on a spiritual or emotional level. I feel like with this Moon energy, both the King and Queen of Cups here, you guys, you seek depth. You seek out somebody to really see you on a soul level. And I feel like this person just wasn't able to meet you there. And this can also be love, right? With the Cup energy, this is somebody who was never shown how to love. They weren't necessarily capable of loving you the way that you deserve to be loved. And I'm feeling a heaviness as I say that. I'm feeling like Spirit is wanting for you to release this from your heart center to the best of your ability at this time, because although this soulmate was a soulmate, was a match at one time, the lessons that Spirit wanted you to take away have long passed. And with the Page of Swords coming out in reverse, this is gossip, slander, and spying. This is somebody who's constantly betraying your boundaries. And with the toxic stratosphere coming through, and this Tower moment, I'm just seeing here like a breakdown in this layer of safety. This could be, and energetically speaking, this could be smog in your auric field that you're picking up by maintaining this connection. And I feel like this person, that whoever you're dealing with, they are a good person, very deep, very underneath all of this pain and trauma that they've been neglecting for so long. I feel like on a soul level, they're a very good person, and they do have love, right? They do have a lot of love to give, but in this state, in this shadow state that they are choosing, this path that they're choosing at this time, I feel like if you were to continue this connection, you would be choosing a conscious choice to maintain this karmic cycle and to continue playing it on repeat. And I think that you're starting to recognize the detriment to either your finances or to your physical well-being. I'm hearing for your children as well, like the safety of your children. And so this is encouraging you to establish boundaries that you never thought that, you know, you would have to establish with some of these people. But, you know, for some of you, this isn't just a love connection. This is family. This is people that are constantly invalidating your emotions time and time again. And you're starting to see certain patterns play on repeat, and you're noticing in which ways you can start showing up for yourself where your community was not able to show up for you. For some of you, I feel like this person affected your work with the 8 of Coins that had shown up. They might have shown up at your work or threatened to show up at your work. And you know what? That is a manipulation tactic that Spirit wanted me to mention recently. When people show up to your job and you didn't invite them, and they show up to your job knowing that you can't make a scene, you can't fight back, you can't say anything or defend yourself, or they use it as a weapon against you, Spirit is saying that is not okay. Spirit is saying pray to God, ask for that to be stopped energetically, but also go to, you know, the people that are in charge and let them know that you're in an abusive situation. And I do believe, at least in the state that I'm in, you can use sick time for domestic situations to get that under control. And so find out and talk to your HR department, okay, if you can. Anything else to clarify round and round karmic completion? I think that we have a pretty good idea of what, yeah, we just have Ace of Swords coming out. So this is talking about truth coming to light. You're starting to see that there are more pathways open to you, that you don't have to stay stuck in these situations and decide to take on their karma as your own. Okay, any clarity for the aquafish here? Anything else that we need to know? What does the aquafish need to know? Okay, so we have Justice. It came out in reverse, and so you're feeling like a lot of this isn't fair. And on an energetic level, Spirit's saying it's not fair. You don't deserve the treatment, the gaslighting, the loss of resources here. The setbacks. We got setbacks came out. We have Beware with Fox energy here. Trickster energy. What does the aquafish need to know, please? With Page of Wands in reverse on this deck here, right before I tapped into your guys' energy, I heard a voice, and it was like swearing a lot. It was very angry, very aggressive, and I'm just feeling very much like you guys establish boundaries, get to a safe place. Okay, and we have angelic help. Call in your angels for help. That was my first instinct when this Ace of Swords came out, because we have, sorry, my camera stopped. But we have eagle energy here, and when the eagle shows up in readings, it's an indication that God is coming through to help fight your battles, to help protect you, and that you will be victorious because of that. There was a scripture that was coming through recently. Do not cross the ones that cannot defend themselves, because God will take up their issue in court and defend them. So this is talking about God being able to come in and fight some of your battles, because you're doing what you can to defend your stratosphere. With this cloud energy, you see how they're like above the mountains, and then there's lightning coming down, which reminds me of the Tower card that showed up earlier in your reading. We have growing up. Okay. And so again, didn't we have the teddy bear that showed up recently in your guys' energy? So this is talking about your guardian angels are a lot closer than you think at all times. They always have been. Okay, and so call on them for help. Let's see, I want to get you information from another deck. Any more clarification, any advice, outcome for the Aquafish Collective? Advice and outcome for the Aquafish. We have reserved. Okay, so Spirit is saying that you're going to be more reserved and withdrawn for a little bit as you go through this transition. But you're going to be reflecting a lot on how much this is helping you to mature in so many different areas of your life. It's helping you to organize your priorities. It's helping you to see who's important, who is just the extra fluff, is what I'm hearing. I feel like we get to a certain point on our healing journey where we feel almost more comfortable being alone, right? Like we'd rather be alone than constantly be hurt or constantly be picked on or constantly be the scapegoat that somebody's pouring all their aggression into, right? And so this could be where you're at. You might be spending a time in isolation, and Spirit is wanting for you to know that that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if you are coming out of like a romantic connection. A time of isolation is something that we can all use from time to time to be able to get closer to God and to understand the spiritual lessons behind what's playing on repeat for us. I just saw the name Charles. Okay, and so that could be significant to somebody. what's playing on repeat, this person could be reaching out to you, because communication just popped out as I shuffled. What else? Did I finish my thought, you guys? I'm so sorry. I got thrown off. Don't know what I was saying. We have reconciliation here. Somebody's going to reach out asking for reconciliation, and Spirit is not encouraging it. They're asking for you to break this cycle. It's going to be up to you. It's always, our destiny is ultimately always up to us, because it's based on the decisions we make. And, you know, I saw the children card when I was shuffling just now, and so you could be deciding to make a conscious choice to break certain karmic cycles for your children, for the betterment of your bloodline. You know, and also understanding if it's not okay for your child to be treated some type of way, it shouldn't be okay for you to be treated that way either. And understanding the connection with the partners that we choose and the familiar spirits that sometimes navigate or jump from partner to partner, and it's what we would refer to as a type, right? Like, if you're somebody who's constantly drawn to somebody who's overly critical time and time again, that may show up in your parental unit first, then it's going to show up in your friendships and your lover. So this is something that we need to pay attention to so that we can establish the boundaries, and the people that are meant to fall away because of those boundaries will fall away. They're not going to want to be around somebody that loves themselves enough to say, hey, it's not okay for you to treat me that way. If you're going to continue treating me that way, I will do what I have to do to protect myself, with the Queen of Swords over here. All right. The good news is this is strengthening your discernment. It's strengthening your ability to choose good partners and good friendships, because I think that we really are the people that we surround ourselves with. Not necessarily the people that we are born into, the family that we're born into, but yet if we allow these people to influence our energetic field on a daily basis, it's really, we get to a point where our emotions can't help but be influenced, and our productivity can't help but be influenced, because it can't help but remember this 8 of coins that showed up here. So take heed, Spirit is saying, before this Tower moment shows up. We have pining here. I feel like you may be surrounded by people that were left pining or wanting certain things in their life, and I heard it's not going to be me. And so I feel like you could have seen these cycles playing on repeat from people around you, people that you watched growing up, or whatever it is. And Spirit has shown you recently, you've gotten messages recently that it's now or never. Okay, are you going to choose something better for yourself? Or are you going to allow yourself to linger in limbo here? Okay, so anything else? What else does the Aquafish need to know, please? I'm hearing that your dreams can come true. Happiest place on earth. Maybe some of you are going to Disney World, and maybe that's why I was picking up on that. We have crown here. Accomplishment. Spirit's saying they're really proud of you, and that this is a period that you're going to be strengthening your crown and the connection that you have to Spirit. It's also going to be a time that you're taking initiative and leadership in your life, possibly for the first time, but for the first time in a long time. You're strengthening and empowering yourself, focusing on getting back in touch with your innocence, or preserving the innocence of somebody that you love, and growing through this, because I have been drawn the entire time to this lotus flower that this Queen of Cups has, and the King of Cups has like goldfish here, so there's something about that. Maybe you're putting together one of those self-sustaining fish ponds, one of those self-cleaning ponds for some fish. I have no idea. It's so random. We have fire here. We also have bird and feather came out. Spirit is sending you messages and signs through birds and feathers, so pay close attention to that. Know that it's confirmation from God, because whenever I see fire like this, I always think of God, the burning bush, and the messages that God is sending to us in all of its many forms. Earlier today, Spirit's also asking for you to, again, just ask for that protection, ask for that angelic protection with the feathers here. Earlier today, I was doing a reading. It was one of my favorite moments ever. I was talking about how whenever I have a download, a spiritual download, that I kind of question or doubt for a moment. I'm like, was that a message from God, or was that just me thinking about things? A hummingbird will come and hover right above my head, above my crown, right? For that confirmation, and it's saying, yes, this is Spirit, and it's so magical. And whenever that moment happens, it brings me so much joy. We have 9 of Cups here. It brings me so much joy to be able to experience the magic that only God, the only Spirit would be able to show up with that timing. And it confirms to me that God can anticipate my moments of doubt even before I can consciously be aware of it. That could be why the moon was showing up so heavily. God is able to see these things long before we're even able to absorb it into our consciousness. And right as I was saying that I was seeing a hummingbird in the cards, a hummingbird came and hovered above my head within just a few seconds later. And it was like, chirp. And I was recording like podcast style. And so I was a little bit bummed, but you guys wouldn't have been able to see it on camera anyways. But it came right above my head and it was like, chirp. And it was pretty magical. And so I feel like Spirit is saying you're going to be getting these confirmations. You're going to be getting these messages in the form of air, animals, birds, insects, butterflies, things like that. And look out for feathers. They're signs that you are protected, because remember, then I pulled the armor. So signs that you are getting that protection. Look, we have fish on the bottom of the deck here. It says intuition. And it's one of those purple betas. The beta, I love the beta. They're fighting fish, right? You put another fish in the tank with them and they will start fighting. But they also are aggressive towards their own reflection. They're aggressive towards themselves. You put a mirror up to their tank and they'll puff out and start doing their fighting dance. And so there's something here. We have bull. On the other side, it says resistance. And so you're feeling some type of resistance towards loving yourself here. There's some type of resistance towards being confident in yourself and thinking that you have this handled. But you've got this. You have this handled because you have Spirit on your side. You have God on your side, encouraging for you to take this leap, to take this next step. Do you have any closing messages for the aquafish here? Please, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. This is the closing message. Thank you. Okay, so we have freedom, moving on and letting go. You're experiencing freedom. This is something that 100% you're moving towards stability. You're moving towards feeling safe, feeling protected, and letting go of this cycle that's been leaving you feeling depressed, feeling stagnant, causing delays in your life. We have listening. Making sure that you're listening. There's songs. Spirit is sending you messages through songs. Listen to that song by Chappell Roan. But I'm also feeling like Spirit is asking for you to listen to your memories, because we have the elephant spirit showing up here, which is talking about, an elephant never forgets, the elephant in the room. You may be somebody who's tired of brushing things under the rug. There was symbolically something about brushing things under the rug and then having somebody pull the rug out from under you and then being stuck in all the dust and all the dirt and all the grime that nobody else wanted to clean up. Nobody else wanted to deal with it for, I heard, time after time. And so this could be something that was going on for a really long time. And then we got coming apart here, and it's something that I'm hearing it was them or you. Okay, Aquafish, it was something that you had to let them go for the betterment of you and for the ones that you care about most. And because of that, you know what's something that I read actually we have magic stream here. Right before, about the stratosphere, was that there was only 3 animals that could fly in the stratosphere, and it was the swan, the crane, and something else. I don't remember what the vulture. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so we have magic stream here, and isn't that a crane? So I'll look up the spiritual meaning of a crane, and I'll include that. And then what came out, you guys, with that was perseverance and victim mentality. We also have spiritual career for some of you here. So Spirit is saying, be mindful of falling into this victim mentality of wondering why this is happening to you, because again, we have the 7 here and the 4 showing up. So you could be seeing 777, 444, and when you see this, 777 is a sign that although what you're going through is uncomfortable, it's nonetheless still an act of God. And just because, you know, we like to attribute God and the workings of God to all things beautiful, all things good. And while that's true, simultaneously, God can create tower moments and havoc in our life that feel uncomfortable, that feel, you know, at times scarier and more oppressive than the situation that we just left. But Spirit is saying, perseverance here is going to preserve your protection. It's going to allow you to have that stability and safety here. This growth too, this healing with the green energy. Have compassion for yourself. These obstacles were predestined. They were not something that you were able to avoid, okay? Something here again about the crane. I don't know what it is. Pay attention to your dreams. Another 7 showing up here with Goddess of Dreams. It says vision, intuition, and receptivity. And so saying your prayers, listening for the guidance to come through, having courage. Okay, we have courage here. There's a knight there in shining armor. That's the 2nd time you guys got armor. You guys are safe. You guys are safe. Okay? So that is the message for you guys today. I really hope it's helpful. I know that change can be scary, you guys, but Spirit is in your corner. You are safe. You are protected. Especially if you choose to walk away from this connection. Okay? Take care.